If you really want to get into the depths of this question, there is a lot of literature. The short answer is, no one can predict the future, impossible to see, the future is, Yoda. The long answer is, how far in the future do you want a prediction about? Take where we are right now, for starters. A population of 7 billion and still growing. We dominate this planet. It's true that there are more termites on Earth than humans as of 2013, by total mass of the organisms, but humans are by far the dominant terrestrial vertebrate, again, by mass, and we are clearly the greatest ecological engineers this world has ever seen, from a geologic perspective of record-breaking impact. When we look to examples of other species, for example, rabbits introduced on an island where they have no predators, we find that a population without competition will grow exponentially until it reaches the carrying capacity of its local area. Carrying capacity is typically overshot initially, but soon famine or disease reduce the population back to its local limit, where it then stays with some semblance of equilibrium. In the near future, next 50 to 100 years, we can expect our population growth to slow. It already has slowed considerably. Eventually, our population may reach a plateau after a brief period of extreme hardship. We may have already overstepped our carrying capacity, and already be at risk to serious famine or epidemic. However, humans are not your typical invasive species. Our intelligence allows us, among other things, to recognize the perils of overpopulation, and to make provisions so as to avoid those perils. Identifying the carrying capacity of humans from Earth is no easy task, because it requires an estimate of the maximum efficiency at which humans can derive resources. It's not that far of a stretch to think that the current utilization of Earth land and water surface falls far short of our maximum potential. In fact, it is fairly easy to imagine that the limit of human potential is not bound to the provisions of Earth. An interesting read are the works of a theoretical physicist named Freeman Dyson. Among other things, he made predictions about the human race and its acts of resource utilization in the future. Essentially, he postulates that any intelligent species, be that human or otherwise, might possess the capacity to maximize the resources of its local solar system. He proposes that travel to other stars might be fun, but such travel could never offer a solution to overcrowding, since the time and energy investment in moving people to another star system is so astronomically large. Energy will be our limiting resource when growing our population outside of Earth, and the largest source of energy that we have is the solar emission from our sun. Dyson wrote a paper called Search for Artificial Stellar Sources of Infrared Radiation, in which he proposes that the evidence for intelligent life will come from dim stars that emit only infrared radiation. These stars are covered in some sort of solar panel array, a Dyson sphere, whereby all of the light output by the star is being captured by its local life. The infrared output is basically radiant heat energy after utilization of higher frequency light energy by the intelligent species. One should expect that, within a few thousand years of us entering the stage of industrial development, any intelligent species should be found occupying an artificial biosphere which completely surrounds its parent star. This is at the backdrop of many sci-fi stories, including the video game Halo and at least one episode of Star Trek. The novel Ringworld offers some fiction about an intermediate step between the colonization of Mars/other worlds in our system and the creation of a Dyson sphere around a Sunday.